How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review, and it is mystery beer time. Epic mystery beer time in the form of mystery beer from Joe, Average Troll. Some of you know him, some of you love him, some of you, I don't know, something in between probably. He is keeping the mystery beer series going with an epic 15 beer mystery beer series that I just received the other day. This is the second one I'm doing out of it. First one I did was How You Doing YouTube. He's writing little things on each one of the beers. And this is the next one. I didn't know what I wanted. I was looking through the names, and this one just says, I have ran out of things to say, so just enjoy the beer. So I have no idea what's in there. And he just kind of got tired of writing shit. So super excited to dive into this. Label-wise, it's absolutely fucking fantastic. Little key here of the beer that we're going to be drinking. When I actually unwrap it, we'll know what we have. For those of you who actually haven't watched any of my mystery beer series, basically the deal is this. I have friends in YouTubes, in real life, and things like that. And I was lucky enough to have them start wrapping me up some beers. The catalyst for this was my buddy Keith. He gave me a bunch of wrap beers, and, it's been kind of catching on. I got beers from all over the place, and like I said, Joe is the last one to send off a beer mail. So, here we go. Pinky Finger. Just south of khaki colored head, but it's not white. Nice creaminess to it, really compact bubbles, and, it's got really orange haze to it. It's not super hazy. You can lean a little bit of color through it. It's more opaque than anything else, but it's pretty damn orange. See, it looks about like triple IPA-ish in color, but we'll see. That's my gist first off, so let's see if we can grab a nose off this sucker. I'm getting a lot of citrus and stone fruitiness out of this. Sweet, not bittering citrus. Fucking peaches abound in this motherfucker. Not a lot of, like bittery kind of ranky-dankiness on it. Just sweet malts, peaches, and sweet citrus on it. So I'm going double IPA on this one. Might be a little bit bigger than that, but I'm going to go double IPA on it. But nice, you know what I mean? A lot of sweet, juicy, citrus, acidic based fruits. Now, beer's not acidic. It's not like a sour or anything like that, but it's a lot of acid-based fruits. Like I said, not really a big tropical nose on here. It's more just your stone fruits leaning more citrus. And that's sweetness. So it could be even a triple IPA, but right now I'm going double IPA. So, yeah, let's dive into this sucker, see what she's got. Cheers. Not nearly as citrus and not nearly as robust hop-wise that I expect off the nose. Way more malty in the mouth. The bittering of the hops is there, but if that nose, that citrus, that juicy sweetness lived up the nose, it wouldn't be that bitter at all. There's bittering there, a little bit of those fruity notes, that peach and that citrus in there, but it's way, way, way muted. And there's a lot more malt base in this. It's a lot more malty, like caramel, a little bit going on there. A little bit maybe even like honey maltiness going on. I still think it's an IPA or probably a double IPA. But from a, I don't know want to say an old school brewer, but I don't know. But it could be outside of that. It could be a hopped up version of like a English ale or something like that. But I still think it's just a kind of someone trying to do a New England style IPA, double IPA, and just went a little bit kind of malty on the beer itself, and just didn't put the hops in certain specific places and things like that. I would probably say there is an age thing going on in this, but I don't think there is. I think the ABV is right around 6 to 7%. And that maltiness. It's like a caramel nuttiness is what I'm getting off there. So yeah, I think it's a double IPA. I do. But it could be a hopped up version of another kind of beer. But at the same time, it could even be a triple IPA because this is how a lot of triple IPAs kind of land for me. But I just not getting that heat from it. So yeah, I just think it's somebody. I think it's local beer. I think it's something in and around the upstate New York. That's where Joe's from, around the Buffalo area. That was trying to do a New England style IPA, double IPA, and just went their way with it, or old school style with it. So like an old school style single double IPA that's trying to be new. That's pretty much it. Let's see what this fucker has. Let's see this little key off here. Get that off first. And we'll reveal the beer. I don't want to lose that. That's very important stuff right there. These things are wrapped like a champion. So, beer shooting out of it. Let's see what we got here. We have, okay, Deep Cut. Okay, Big Ditch Brewing. Okay, fair enough. You know what? Deep Cut Double IPA. I think I might have had this before. I think this is a growler of a beer that Joe actually brought down here when he came and visited over the summertime. Big Ditch, I believe they just started canning things. This is probably one of the first things they did. So it definitely doesn't have age on it. Let's look at the bottom, see what we have. We have January 30th. This is what the hell is today? Oh God, it's fresh as could be. We're not even at the, February? Oh no, we're at the end of February now. What am I saying? Spacing. We're at the end of February, so it's give or take about a month old. It's our Deep Cut Double IPA. On the side here is made for true hop lovers. This is the final obstacle in constructing the Erie Canal was leveling a 7-mile section of a canal 40 feet deep by hand between the flight of 5 locks in Lockport in Lake Erie. Erie Canal. Did I say Panama? Is it Erie? Anyway, our Deep Cut Double IPA is brewed with hand to honor those who toiled and overcame this final obstacle, thus completing the canal and catalyst for making Buffalo one of the greatest cities in America at the beginning of the 20th century. Deep Cut is layered with citrus, tropical fruit punch, and wild berry flavor with moderate bitterness and a dry finish. Hop lovers will truly appreciate this beer. This beer is unfiltered to maintain great flavor. Roll the can to resuspend hops before drinking. I should have known that, Joe. You're fucking up, buddy. Please keep refrigerated to preserve freshness. So let's, just for the sake of science, give this a nice big twirl here. Kind of pour some in there and then see if that kind of changes the flavor. It's not going to. I'm going to tell you right now. It's really malt forward. The hops in here are very old school. I don't know if they actually state the hops on here, but I wouldn't be surprised at whole tons of C's going on in this sucker. Yeah, it's not a bad beer. It's just, a double IPA, sure. What's the ABV on it? So I know when I talk about guesses, I can 8.2, so a little higher than I thought. It's a nice beer, but it's just old school. It's old school is what it is. Label art is pretty cool, actually. It's kind of like a little gondola, little hop gondola in the little canal there, kind of floating around doing its canal-y things. Because those are words, little parachutes, little hops dropping there in the Buffalo City. So it's a cool beer. It's nice. Is it a double IPA to what we know double IPA is to be nowadays? No. It's very, like I said, old school East Coast, trying to be a little bit new school, and it's nice. It's just a little bit outside of my personal preference. Hops changed for me. If we go back and actually talk about beer, I wasn't the biggest IPA guy for the longest time, and kind of hops and production and the way beers are produced kind of changed for me, and it made me kind of enjoy IPAs. And this is a little bit more old school for me. Double IPA, almost like triple IPA-ish. It's nice, but just yeah, nice. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. No. Just not for me. Again, not a bad beer, not made badly. It's just definitely skews malt heavy. And then the hops are more of your earthy kind of like, old school pithy bittering, but it's not that bittering on it. It's kind of like hop utilization is different than what they usually do with beers today. So it's just a little bit old school. I know I keep saying that, but that's what I got. Value and availability, no idea. hopefully Joe can chime down there and let us know what's what. Just say if you like what we like this. If you like your old school IPAs, if you like old school IPAs, and we're sure double IPAs, or you like new school triple IPAs, but you want them to skew old school. I know I'm using old school a lot, but again, that's what I got. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our mystery beer review. Thank you very much, Joe, for sending this off. If you have any questions, comments, all that stuff down there, you can let me know and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places if you want to check us out anywhere else. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice locally made double IPA right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.